Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the Super Tournament. Today we're with Lathans and Edwin in round 2. Change of map from 2 ways over to Vertigo. I fancy to change. There are more round 1 games, but heavens knows I fancy to change of map. So, we have Lathans over here in blue as the 3rd armoured, and over here in red we have Edwin as the 2nd infantry. Let's have a look at what Edwin has down. He's got snipers and SAS going right up to the front there. Loads of SAS here, getting into those buildings nice and early. Lots of forward deployment here, no such thing on the other side for Lathans. Got some aeromobile scouts going up there as well. A Fox heading over here and then moving up that way. We've got a lot of stuff back here. We've got assault pioneers in helicopters. That's an interesting way to bring them in. A wombat there, some more wombats and a command. Command obviously coming in here, very carefully placed because of the change of roads. But lots of units getting right up front and centre there in those choppers. Over this side we do have some Terriers AT groups, a Milan and a command all heading this way as well. Very sensible, getting something long range in there. Some Milans here as well, heading up to the centre. Again, gives good coverage there. He is playing against a 3rd Armoured Division deck, so we would expect to potentially see some big tanks over there. Speaking of, I see one already. Lathans over at this side in blue. Sniper getting up not too far into that point. I don't think he's trying to contest it really. Over here we got the Kiowa going really far forward. We've got some scouts just hanging around the back here by the looks of it. Over this side we've literally got an ITO going up here. And we have the command going into this point and then thinking about getting into that one. Stinger heading over here as well for air defense. But the majority of Lathans forces heading up to the top here. We've got the M67 military police, recallerless rifle. Good against infantry and vehicles. We've got the ITO heading up there as well. We've got a couple of chaparrals and we've got an M1A1 Abrams command tank. Thunderbolt coming in here. Anti-tank Thunderbolt straight away will be good to use against these choppers, dropping off infantry as well. Let's spin around to our usual position. See where we're at. Thunderbolt coming in, going straight for that chopper. It is going to try and land, but it's probably going to get taken out here. It has landed. Chopper will still die. Infantry badly damaged. Another chopper goes down with those assault pioneers, but the infantry have arrived. Fox here engaging with that chopper. The chopper is firing back. A10 goes down. SAS showing why they are MVP of this tournament. Just annihilating that. Phantom did come in there, but has taken a lot of fire. But did manage to get an Eagle. An Eagle went down in the background there. That's what we missed. A Phantom took out an Eagle. That's embarrassing for the Eagle straight off the bat. SAS now going for that Kiowa. Taking a little while to reload though. Command's already in position for Edwin. He's getting a little advantage on the points early on there. That Wombat still coming around the back here. It's a nice little building there, just to cover that back area. The chaparrals have arrived here, so you've got some air cover now here. The Abrams is in. Milan's here firing at vehicles. Saxon's pushing across to see what's there. Saxons immediately get annihilated by the military police, I think. That command has been moved back out the point. Not ideal. Command has been moved in here. The Saxons going up for a look at what's there. Markers going down on the ITO. Markers equivalent going down on the Milan too. Just having a quick turnaround. Aeromobiles coming in here and over at the other side. Fire team coming in at the bottom, sort of more for coverage. It's going to be interesting. Lathans is pushing out here with those military police. Aiming to get them in the buildings, I assume. Yeah. And the tree line here. Edwin has managed to chase the command vehicle out of here. It is just a little Jeep, so it's not secure. No real anti-air here to protect these versus the choppers that are coming in, and there's the Apache coming in to deal with these vehicles. Aeromobiles coming in there. Terriers gun group, some artillery pieces coming in now. The 105mm cannons. Not really bringing in anything at the top, and this is where Lathans has most of his forces. Oh, command tank takes a couple of nasty hits from the Milans there. They'd have the Milan too. Surely it's going to smoke itself. No, it doesn't. It is now. Yeah, I was going to say. Does manage to get the kill on the Ito and the snipers over there, though. Or the Milan too, I should say. Not the Ito. Ito's on Lathan's side. There's an Apache coming in for those vehicles. Jaguar cluster coming in to finish the job. Gets the kill on the command tank. Will be +4 to Edwin. Another command tank immediately called in. Cluster gets out intact. The Chaparrals did not get any hits. Looking good right now for Edwin. Command over here. Still alive, but having to be pulled back. Apache gets all the kills it needs. Clears up those Saxons. I mean, there's no contest down here. There just simply is no contest. It's all about what happens up here. Mech rifles being called in now for Lathans. Obviously, a little bit of extra firepower. They have the Dragon. They can fire pretty far. But there's not a lot here for Edwin. And it doesn't feel like there's a lot here for Lathans either. But I've seen Lathans do a lot with very little. So, in the back of my mind, I feel like sooner or later he's going to push there. Fox coming around that way. More Milan 2's coming in here to protect this. But again, it's about air defense. SAS are in a good position there, but are very slow to fire. I'm wondering if there's any other air defense. Yeah, tractor rapier, exactly what I was wondering about. Though all the way back here is pretty far back. Kind of want it further forward than that for the choppers, maybe. Aeromobile's being called in up there. Could we be going to see some sneaky attempt to get round into Charlie by Edwin here? Certainly possible. Bradley coming in for down here. Currently still +4 to Edwin. I mean, he's doing really well here. He's getting a big lead on Lathans in points. But there's going to be a period where Lathans needs to build up forces. He's still being slightly pushy here, though. Those mech rifles moving up now. These ones going into that building. These ones just going to sit in this tree line. I mean, again, it's the Dragon 2s. They're not bad. 18 penetration. Okay, their range isn't as good as the other ATGMs, but it's still 18 penetration. They're going to do a lot of damage to most vehicles. Artillery now firing down here. What are we getting firing at? Up here at these M113s. They're actually hitting the building behind, I think. Ito on the move here. Those aeromobiles moving around the top there. Challenger Mark II being called in. Nice to see one being called in this tournament. Hasn't happened a huge amount. SAS being pushed around the back here along with an aeromobile leader. That's really ballsy from Edwin. I mean, if it lands, he will take it, but he will, well, he will at least neutralize it. There's every chance those, the aeromobiles immediately got wiped out. So he gets a +7. Phantom comes in and goes for, well, it's just firing off rockets at everything at the moment. Another 15. Eagle comes in and gets the kill. That was a really pushy maneuver. I think he's planning... Oh no, the aeromobiles have been dropped off up there. I missed them coming around the bottom there. I thought he was attempting it at the top. That was ballsy, knowing that there's an Apache rocket on the field. Definitely need decent air defense to be able to pull a maneuver like that. And it's paid off in the sense that it gave him a brief boost. But obviously, in the meantime, Lathans has pushed up here. Look at this. Military police got across along with the mech rifles. He's managed to kill the command there. It's still +3 to Edwin because of the neutralization at the back. There we go. That command vehicle being moved in there that was spare from this point. Bradley being a little bit more aggressive here, and the Fight Team 84. This Wombat probably in a bit of trouble here. Not getting the hits it needs on that Bradley. And currently taking a lot of damage. It's trying to run. I think it's going to... Yeah, I was going to say it's not going to survive. Artillery still being dropped on these buildings. Still going in on those buildings. Lathans pushing with an Apache rocket here. Has managed to get something all the way to the back. A couple of Gazelle rockets coming in, that Challenger coming in, but Lathans in a strong position here, has managed to make that push, does have an M1A1 there, bringing in air mobiles to try and drop right on top of these units all over this point. That is a risky maneuver in this patch. They will die, and they are going up against those chaparrals, which will be very effective, because they're going to be flying right over the top. Jaguar cluster coming in here, going for the Apache. Gets the kill. The chaparrals, though. Ooh, it does get out, I think, intact on this occasion. Those Milans being taken out by the military police here. Military police now out of recoilless rifles, though. These things were trying to shoot at that Abrams. But yeah, look at this. Stingers and everything firing at these choppers, just annihilating the choppers, which mean the infantry now die. Very, very risky maneuver in this patch. HE bomber coming in there, going for the command tank. Beautiful strike. Gets the kill on the command tank, but there's no command to contest it. Edwin still in the lead on points, but needs to hold for another 30 minutes if he can't retake these points. Stingers coming in down here now, not wanting a repeat of those choppers flying in the back there. Nothing happening with these air mobiles at the top now. Challenger defending here. That Lynx got down and dropped off the air mobiles, and the air mobiles managed to kill everything. I'm genuinely surprised that they managed to land. I mean, they are seriously badly damaged, but they have done a lot of damage. They killed the chaparrals, and the Challenger obviously can see just through those buildings there and get shots on this front area. Now, for me, they're out of sight of that, but he's still getting shots on them. Stingers arriving here. More aeromobiles getting dropped off down here. Artillery firing at these buildings now, or this tree line at least. Aeromobiles being moved around the back here to cover the rear, but will be probably intercepted by the chaparral. Cluster bomber coming in here gets a nice kill on a Challenger Mark II. In fact, that's 2 Challenger Mark IIs that have gone down, because the one up here has been killed as well. That's 2 expensive tanks to lose in quick succession. These aeromobiles coming in. One has been killed. The second has been killed. Chaparral's doing the business. Yeah, I'm surprised to see that being used in this tournament. The old Russian with the choppers. It really doesn't work anymore. If you've got any kind of sensible air defense, chance of surviving. Aeromobile here, again, taken out. This puts Lathans in a very strong position. He's taken out lots of airmobiles that were called in choppers. He's taken out 2 Challenger Mark IIs in quick succession. Now, he did lose the command tank up here, but he's got a command at the back ready to go in if he needs to. And currently, he's got a lovely defensive line there. The question is now, can he push into here, or will he push into Foxtrot? He could definitely push Foxtrot. There's nothing defending there. He doesn't know that at the moment. I do notice airmobiles and airmobile leader coming in down the bottom here. So Edwin's going to try the same thing again. There is a command in there now, though, so he cannot do what he did before, and obviously these Stingers may well catch him out. He can't neutralize that. Well, I'll rephrase. He can briefly neutralize it before his units are killed. Chance of them surviving, I suppose, if he manages to land and kill the CV, definitely. If not, it's, you know, he's going to quickly be overrun. Aeromobiles being called in at a safer distance this time, back here along with some Pioneers to hold this point. Obviously the fear would be that Lathans decides to push Foxtrot. He doesn't have a huge amount to push this point yet, but he's quite happy to build up forces, Lathans. He will just wait and then push when he's ready, and he will definitely make an attempt on one of these points. The fact he's still bringing in more up here, I think, suggests to me that eventually he will push Foxtrot. So these have managed to evade the Stingers so far. Stingers range, potentially these will go through the range, but whether they can see them is a different matter entirely. Stingers engaging on the Rover Milan there. Thunderbolt coming in here. That'll be very good at defending against these choppers. And there's already an Apache being called in to defend against it as well. There's the Thunderbolt. Command goes down. Other Aeromobile will go down as well. Yeah, that's absolutely devastating. But yeah, very risky to try and pull the same maneuver twice against Lathans. He will put defenses there. He will be expecting it. SAS coming around the top here. And at the bottom, as I say, MVP of this tournament. They were amazing throughout. Very few tanks being called in by Lathans. He still has that M1 Abrams there. He has called in another command tank finally. That will be for the push into this back point. 25 minutes left of this game. This point feels fairly well locked down. I don't think Lathans is going to attempt to push it. I think Lathans is going to push Foxtrot. And now it's just a waiting game till he feels he has enough forces to do it. Loads of Milans and Rover Milans being called in here. Not a bad shout for this tree line here, because if he does try and push tanks across, then he's got some crossfire. So that's not a bad idea at all. And he's bringing in more here in case there is a push there. But really, I think the push is going to come here. He continues to pump more units in that way. And obviously the command tank is suggestive of an aggressive push, because it takes more damage. Challenger Mark II coming in at the bottom here. Hopefully survives a little bit better than the last two did. Rough game for the Challenger 2s. Or the Challenger Mark II specifically. If only Challenger 2s were in the game. With their indestructible front armor. If only. Scout vehicle pushing up here. Bumping into those Rover Milans. HE Bomber going for these snipers, I think. Gets the kill. HE Bomber gets annihilated by the Chaparrals. So strong right now. Artillery firing back here. I believe this is supply destroyed. Milan 2 is trying to defend here. Not doing the best job of it. The SAS getting a bit hammered by that unit. A little bit of micro play going on by Lathans here. There's a command being called in for this point as well. Here come the other Rover Milans. Very good defensive units. Now, at some point... Oh no, there it is. I was about to say the M1A1 was destroyed, but it's here. Where is that off to? It's a very funny position for it. Milan 2 got eyes on that? Not quite. M1A1 command tank coming in. Almost to the front. Some artillery fire going in on these military police that are pushing up. There's an Abrams coming in here now. Just heard a few markers go down. Ah, I see. Lathan's finally marking those artillery pieces. Doesn't have his own artillery to counter that at the moment. Lathans does like his artillery. Lathans is starting to bring enough forces in to push Alpha at the bottom here. I wasn't sure if he was going to bother, but I wonder if he's going to push Alpha, even if it means losing units, to distract from the fact he's going to push even harder at the top. That is a distinct possibility. Loads of Hell Arms coming in down here as well. This is interesting. I genuinely expect the Lathans to make a push at the top, but definitely bringing in more down here now. Saxon pushing around the back here. Oh, he's trying again. Edwin determined to try and get something in the back points here. But I mean, there's military police, there's flash, there's a command in there, and the same over here. Lathans isn't going to let that happen. It's a great tactic, but Lathan's very keen on defending against it once he knows it's happened once. He does tend to cover his rear. Cluster bombers came in there, but have left immediately. But another Challenger was destroyed, unfortunately, in all of that. Apache Rocket doing some clearing up here. Not a lot of AA here now. There's literally 2 SAS. The front SAS is out of stingers. This SAS not in range, obviously, but the command is being moved in here. Is this the turnaround point? Lathans pushing down from here. Oh, that's what he was up to. He moved his Abrams down because he's pushing down this way to get round the back of this point and cut off the supplies. Abrams not in the best position, though. Gets hit hard by the Milan too, but that's really clever. Using it as an opportunity to push around this way instead, rather than go straight across the top. Another Challenger Mark II is in. Tractor Rapier coming in as well. These mech rifles and military police pushing ahead. Obviously the Abrams in a bad way, so has had to retreat. But the push coming at this side too. There's those mech rifles pushing in. Getting shot at by the Milans. Recon unit at the front there took the brunt of the Milans. Cobra now firing at them. Cobra damaged but able to engage. SAS got the kill. Very good push from Lathans here. Coming in at multiple angles on this point and really squeezing Edwin. Currently +2 to Lathans. Cluster Bomber coming in here. Going for that Challenger. Gets hit, but can still drop. Gets... Oh! Almost kills the Challenger. Surely something is going to finish the job here. Military police have no ammo left. Mech rifles can still fire. Mech rifles able to see through that tree line. Doesn't get the hit. Loses sight. Thunderbolt coming in there, going for the Hell Arm, turns around, goes for the AA, is now probably going to go for the Challenger, finishes the job on the Challenger, and there's the surrender. Commiserations, Edwin, but exceptionally well played with that assault at the end, Lathans. I mean, if you want to see some skill, guys, that was skill. A multi-pronged assault on the same point, and then at the end there, the pièce de resistance. That absolutely amazing hit from the Thunderbolt. Absolutely amazing. I mean, I cannot fault that assault. It was perfect coming in from every angle. Really unfortunate for Edwin, but absolutely beautiful assault at the end there, Lathans. Really impressive. And it now made sense why that M1A1 was moving down that tree line. Edwin, really well played at the start. Very well defended. I think after your first attempt to get in that back point, pushing in there 2 more times, unfortunately just didn't work out. Lathans just had too much defense and was basically expecting it, I guess. Bit of a difference in kills to losses there. Let's have a quick look for MVP. Thunderbolt gets MVP. Look at that. Yeah, Thunderbolt is getting MVP there, I think. Yeah, absolutely no contest. Well done to the Thunderbolt, especially at the end there. Just came in and did immense amounts of damage. What a great game. Really, really great push at the end there from Lathans. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon for some more from the tournament.